How to trade crypto on Binance. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can get started with trading crypto on Binance. Now, what is Binance and how can we get started with trading crypto? We're going to be covering everything from creating our account and getting started with the different types of trading. Now we're going to go through step by step. So the first step is going to be to set up your Binance account. So to get started, you're going to register on Binance account on Binance.com. So for that, head on over to Binance.com and then click on sign up on the top right. Once you do that, you're going to register and create a strong password. You're going to proceed with your account creation and you will receive a verification code via email or SMS. Just enter that code to verify your account. I have created my account already, so I am just going to log on and I'll show you guys the reason why I'm not creating an account with you guys. And that is because whenever you are registering on Binance, you do have to complete your secondary step, which is going to be ID verification. So whenever you are creating your Binance account, you do have to set up any type of identity verification, whether it's via your ID card, driver's license, passport, whatever it might be. So to get started, first off, you're going to go into KYC, which is your identification in your dashboard, and you're going to turn on 2FA from your dashboard as well. And this is just going to be an added step to ensure security, and this just helps protect your funds from any unauthorized access. Now, once you have completed identity verification, you guys can see my verification has been completed. Then you can proceed with trading on Binance. Now, trading on Binance is probably really simple when you just know the basics, and then you can proceed with more complicated trading. So to get started with trading, first off, you need to fund your Binance account. For that, you're going to go into your top right where it shows your wallet. Once you go into your wallet over here, you're going to go on ahead and then you're going to go into your spot wallet on the left. Once you click on your spot wallet, you're going to click on deposit and you have two options. Currently, I have two options. I can go with P2P trading where I can purchase directly from other users, or I can deposit crypto. You can pick out whichever option you prefer. Now, if you're someone that has multiple options for different regions, you might have different options. If I go into the buy crypto option, I can actually directly purchase crypto from Binance. So I wouldn't have to go through P2P trading, but in some regions, P2P might be the direct way of purchasing Fiat. So you're going to go ahead and deposit Fiat. Your Fiat deposit is going to be via your currency, and your own payment method could be bank transfer, credit, or debit card. Then you just follow the prompt and you can proceed with your crypto purchase. Now, you have two options whenever you are purchasing. You can also deposit from an external wallet. So if I have money in my MetaMask wallet or any other crypto wallet, I can click on deposit in my wallet and then click on deposit crypto. Once I do that, I would choose the token that I want to deposit, what network it's on, and I will get a deposit address. Now I can click on copy and I can go into my wallet. So let's say I have a MetaMask wallet. I can go into MetaMask and then transfer my fundings from MetaMask to Binance by pasting this as my deposit address, and then my Binance account would be funded. Now, always start with small deposits until you are comfortable with the process, and then you can ensure that you are sending out your money. Make sure to double check the network and address, because sending to the wrong network or address can result in a loss of funds. Now, let's get familiar with the Binance trading interface. At the top menu, you're going to click on trade, and you have two types, basic and advanced. Click on spot over here to open up the spot market. Now, from here, your main trading screen is going to be divided into your price chart, which is going to be at the center. This is powered by TradingView, and you can switch between candlestick, line, and depth charts. Then, on the left, you have your order book, which shows live buying and selling orders at various price levels. Then you have recent trades where you have going to be located below your order book, and this displays all of the latest executed trades. Then you have your order entry panel on the right where you place your buy and sell orders, and market lists at your left sidebar where you can browse all of the trading pairs. Now, after that, you have your mobile app overview as well. So you can tap on the markets to browse pairs. And then after that, you can tap a pair to open its trading screen if you are someone that is using your mobile device. Now you can customize your chart indicators, time frames, and even set price alerts to stay updated on market moves. Now it's time to understand trading pairs and markets. What is a trading pair? You guys can see the current trading pair is BTC and USDT, but if I want to change this, let's say I want to look for ETH/USDT. Usually in trading pairs, we are going to be taking a look at Fiat backed currency as well as your trading pair. So I have ETH and USDT. Now, a trading pair consists of two currencies like ETH and USDT. The first is your base currency, the asset that you're buying and selling. And the second is the quotation currency, which is going to be used to pay for the base asset, which is why it is usually going to be a fiat-backed currency. Now, there are different types of markets on Binance. You have your spot market where you buy or sell crypto for immediate delivery. Then you have your margin market where you trade with borrowed funds to increase your position size. Then you have your futures market where you trade contracts that speculate on future price of an asset. Now, start spot trading if you're new, and margin and future trading is going to be a bit more complicated and a bit more risk inclusive. So that is why I recommend spot trading for beginners. So you have different types of orders on Binance as well. This is really crucial to understand for effective trading. So if you scroll down in your spot market, you guys can see this is my order section. Buy ETH, sell ETH. And then we have cross isolated grid. We also have our spot, which is going to be our basic one. So to get started, we need to understand these types. Starting off with a market order, which executes instantaneously at the current best price available. Now, you want to use this whenever you are wanting to buy or sell immediately. For example, I want to go with BTC/USDT. I select this. I feel like, okay, the price of BTC is really nice and I just want to purchase BTC right away. Then let's say it is trading at $40,000. A market buyer will fulfill that order at the best offer close to $40,000. It might be $40,100, $40,200, $300, $400. Then you have limit orders. Now, limit orders are going to be these orders, and limit orders are going to specify the price at which you want to buy or sell. The order will only execute if the market reaches your price. So let's say currently BTC is at 40,000, but you want to buy it when it reaches 39,500. So you set a limit buy order at 39,500, and if the price drops, your order fulfills and you will be able to purchase. Then you have a stop limit order, which combines a stop price and a limit price, which you can select from here. Now, this combines both of these features. When the stop price is reached, a limit order is placed at your specified price. So if BTC is at 40,000 and you want to sell it if it falls to 39, but not sell it if it falls lower than 38,800. So if BTC hits at 39, a limit order is placed at 38,800, which means that it's going to start selling at 39, but as soon as the price reaches 38,800, it's going to stop the selling. Then after that, if we go ahead, we can click on OCO, and this is OCO where we have TP limit, SL, TP, and SL, okay? Now, what is an OCO? This is a one cancels the other order, where you can place two orders simultaneously, a stop limit and a limit order. If one executes, the other is being canceled. Useful for setting both profit targets and stop losses. You can use limit orders for better control over your entry and exit prices, and you can use stop limit and OCO for risk management. Now, let's get started with a real trade on Binance. So first off, you want to choose your pair. Let's say I want to go with Ethereum instead. I'm going to go with ETH and USDT. Currently, the price is going down. Let's say I want to purchase some ETH because the price is down. I can select the type of order that I want to place. I want to place a market order, and you can use technical indicators like RSI, MACD, and moving averages for analysis. Those are definitely more complicated techniques, which you can go on around and search about a bit more. Now, from here, you are going to check the order book for buying and selling pressure. You can see the order book on the right. And after that, we are just going to go on market order, enter the amount of BTC that you want to purchase, or you can even use the percentage buttons to use a portion of your USDT balance, and your order will fulfill instantly. So let's say I want to purchase 3% of my USDT balance, and then after that I can click on buy ETH. Once I do that, my order will be placed. Currently I don't have my wallet is not funded enough to actually be able to put in any amount. Let's say we want to purchase 0.001 and 0.00, and you do have like a minimum amount that you're meant to purchase, like this. And then from there, you can purchase your ETH. Now, once you do that, you can choose to place a limit order as well. So if you're placing a limit order rather than a market order, you're going to enter your desired price amount and then you can buy. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the price. So yeah, this was our market order, and let's say the price that I want to purchase, the amount I want to purchase, 0.0001 ETH. You can do that. And then for limit orders, let's say the current price of ETH is 17.95. I'm going to scroll down, or 17.70, and that's the amount at what I want to buy it for. From there, you can proceed. I would enter that in the price section, not the ETH section. And I want to buy like 2 ETH if it reaches that particular price, and just like that, you can proceed. Now, from there, you also have a stop limit order to stop your losses and take profits. So you can enter a stop price and a limit price. The stop price is going to trigger, and the limit price is the actual order. So if ETH is 200, you want to sell it. If it drops to 1950 and set a stop at 1950 and limit it at 1940, you can do that as well. Now, moving forward, you can also review and manage your orders by going into orders and going ahead and viewing your spot orders. Now, this is just your basic trading interface, and it's pretty simple to understand. Now, let's go into trade and take a look at different types of trading, including margin trading. Now, margin trading is a lot more risky, and you can borrow funds for a larger position. So Binance offers cross margins, which is a shared balance, as well as isolated margins, where you have separate balance per pair. Now, the way it works is that you have to deposit your collateral, and once you deposit your collateral, you can borrow additional funds to increase your buying power. This makes sure that whenever you are trading, you are able to make trades that are going to be far more profitable by borrowing from the liquidity pool that Binance does provide. So let's get started with taking a look at some of our margin trades. We're just going to go and open up the margin interface. It's going to initially look pretty much the same. And then from here, you're going to see this on the right. So if you click on the margin level, this is the total asset value divided by your total borrowed amount plus unrepaid interest. So trade, borrow, and transfer it out, margin call to add more collateral to avoid liquidation. All assets will be liquidated to pay back interest and loan. Keep in mind that with this type of, trading, if you do ever make a really bad trade and its valuation is really high, that means that you can be liquidated, which means, a lot of loss. So do keep that in mind before you jump right into trading. If you're just a beginner, make sure to do your own research, because I am not a financial advisor. I'm just here to show you guys the basics. So from here, keep in mind that you have to repay your borrowed funds as well as interest, and if the market moves against you, your position may be liquidated. So always monitor your margin level and use stop losses. However, one other thing you can do, which is far more risky, is futures trading. So futures trading is riskier, but the trading method is a bit different. If you go into futures, you can go with CoinM futures or USDM futures, where you have trade contracts that track the price of crypto assets. You can use leverage up to 125 times. This is not recommended for beginners. Now, in this, you open long or short positions, which means that you buy or sell. You can set your profit and take losses and monitor your margin balance. If liquidation does occur, your margins fall below the required levels. And pro tip, you need to start with a low leverage, never risk more than you can afford to lose, and practice on the Binance Testnet because Binance does have trading options for perpetuals. You can go into USDT perpetual, which basically is their simulator for futures trading, and you're able to trade on that. Now, once you go into that, you can proceed with, on the right side, you have your limit and then market orders. You don't want to place market orders. You want to select limit orders and place those. Select the take profit stop loss, and then make sure to take profit stop loss, set those up accordingly to your positions. Keep in mind that you're also kind of betting on the price, whether the price is going to go up or going to go down whenever you're doing this type of futures trading on Binance. Then after that, you also have your stop limit orders that you can put on. You also have stop market as well as a trailing stop, where your stop price will send a preset order to the market when the market swing takes place. When the latest mark price reaches the highest or lowest price after an order is submitted, this triggers the order to be executed at the market order value. You also have post-only conditional TWAP and scaled orders within these types of trading options. Now, this was all about, trading and the technical side of Binance. If you're someone that is looking to get started, you do need to have a basic understanding of all of the fees, because if you are trading, you want to ensure that you are accounting for the fees you're going to have to pay. So a standard fee of 0.1% is applied per trade, whether this is on your Binance spot market or any other market. Then you can pay with BNB for a 25% discount, which is the Binance coin. For futures fees, the maker makes 0.02, the taker has 0.04, and fees decrease as your 30-day volume increases, which is VIP levels. You can check the Binance fee schedule for the latest rates and discounts as well. Now, I do have some tips for you guys, which is to never invest more than you can afford to lose, or never trade more than you can afford to lose. Make sure to diversify your portfolio. You don't want to put everything in one basket, and avoid excessive leverage. Make sure to use a stop loss order to limit your downside, and keep a trading journal. Use technical analysis like chart patterns and support and resistance and indicators. Follow the news to track major announcements and regulatory updates, and set realistic goals. If you try to chase a quick profit, you're not going to be able to grow. You also need emotional discipline. Don't let fear or greed dictate your trades, and take breaks if you do ever feel overwhelmed. Now, you need to use the TradingView integration for in-depth analysis, and use indicators, draw trend lines, and set alerts for better trading. And Binance is not limited to trading in just the spot and margins market. You also have some advanced trading options such as copy trading and trading bots, which can facilitate beginners. Although these are advanced options, these are actually pretty beginner friendly, because anyone can use these tools to build a investment portfolio, in a sense where you're investing in tokens where you do not expect to make a short run profit. You expect it to give you returns in the longer run. So for this, you're going to go into trading bots. You have several different types of bots, including spot grids, future grids, arbitrage bots, rebalancing bots, OCO orders, futures TWAP, futures VP, and spot DCA. The spot grid allows you to buy low and sell high 24/7 automatically with just one click. Then you have your futures grid, where you can amplify your purchasing power with advanced versions of grid trading. You can add a delta neutral strategy. Now, the arbitrage bot is a bit more complicated for most people to understand. This basically allows you to trade in the futures market, where you're going to bet on a short position and bet on a long position. It basically minimizes your risk a lot. You also have a rebalancing bot to build your investment portfolios, futures VP, TWAP, DCA. Not only that, but you can go into copy trading if you're just so uncertain about your own personal trading styles. You want to opt for copy trading. You can use some of the cop traders. You can go for a quick copy, and you can copy them long term. Keep in mind, this is something you should do at your own risk. You never know when a trader might have a loss, but you can go with copy trading. You do have to pay certain fees to join in, but usually you are able to grow a lot. Then after that, you have Binance Earn, which allows you to go with Simple Earn, Advanced Earn, and Loan. Binance Earn allows you to passively invest and deposit your crypto into liquidation pools. Now, when you deposit your own crypto in liquidation pools, this allows the Binance platform to provide liquidation to its consumers, and it lets you leverage a good APR. Their APRs are pretty decent, and you can go for flexible or locked savings. Now, the earning features on Binance are also pretty amazing if you're looking to get started with earning. Now, flexible and locked savings, this is pretty basic, but a lot of people don't realize is that even within flexible savings, there is a limitation to your savings, you could say. So this investment is not going to be put in until your initial time period has been completed. After that, it takes you around 3 days or 64 hours or 62 hours for your assets to be unlocked. So if you need your crypto in a hurry, if you need it for an emergency where you need to convert it out in an instant, then you are going to have to break this up. So you cannot take it out. You cannot nullify the contract that you have. So do keep that in mind. They have product rules, subscription date. If I subscribe right now, it's going to invest in a few hours, and then my first distribution is going to be in the next day. So within flexible savings, you have this option. Keep in mind that your APR can vary significantly based upon the time period you're keeping your crypto in. If you go with locked, you have certain days. So I have a 30-day one. Then if I go into this, I have several different options. This is the Solana one. I have a flexible locked 14-day, 30 days, 60 day, 90 day, and 120 day. And you can see the APRs of all of these are differing very significantly. So do not estimate your APR to be the one that is shown here. APRs over here can be very deceiving. You do not know the price, the potential price of a crypto token. So even if you're getting an APR of like 50%, if the token value drops more than 50%, you basically made nothing. So that is why a lot of people, even though the 5% APRs look really low to a lot of people, you have to realize is that these are tokens that are guaranteed to give you a steady increase, whereas other tokens are not. So do keep that in mind. So this is just your simple earn. You also have advanced earnings as well as loans, where you have quick access to loans as well. Now, if you go into the advanced earn, you can benefit from innovative products, including dual investment, smart arbitrage, and on-chain yields. Now, if you take a look at dual investment, you can unlock the potential of on-chain rewards and stay ahead, with BNB and WBETH being two tools with protocols like this. Then from here you can subscribe, and the duration for these again is locked, and they have a pretty stable APR. It's not a high one, it is a decent one. Then within Earn, you have loans, and after that we even have Square, which is their Binance Academy. Now, other than all of these options, if you go into the more section, you also have pay, fan tokens, affiliates, referral programs, the Binance wallet, as well as charity, BNB chains, mega drop, mining pools, travel rules, and NFTs, which you can explore. However, keep in mind that trading is probably one of the best ways to get started with Binance, because all of these other features do come secondary to one of the most recognizable trading tools out there, which is Binance. Now, within the trading tools, if you want to go or dive deeper, or even just play a bit more securely, you can always go on ahead and click on your limit orders, set up a certain price, and take profit and stop loss. So with limit orders, you can always check this option whether you're selling or buying, and you can offset a lot of a percentage or an IOI. You can also offset based upon profit and loss. So you can enter the dollar amount that you're willing to lose or willing to just risk on. This allows you to ensure that even if the market is getting in a really unstable position, even if you're not able to actively trade, you do have orders that are going to secure your position in the long run, and you're not going to have too much of a price drop from your assets. Now, the larger the asset, the smaller value you could probably get, but the smaller the asset, the more you can possibly purchase of it, as well as increase your profits. Keep in mind, if you're looking to make large profits within like a day or two, then you're going to have to go for more riskier trades, which involve investing in like a new launching token. And you can even go into new listing here and see some of the newer tokens that are coming out. Now you can click on view more coins to see the performance of different coins. You do have to estimate for things like transactional costs. If you're withdrawing to a bank, if that option is going to again have its own cost. So just because you see a price increase of 1%, 2%, it's not just going to be valuable enough when it comes to gas fees, when it comes to transfers. It's not just going to be a very easy profit. So if you are making these smaller trades, you will have to make multiple of these smaller trades for them to be a crypto profit, rather than just being, you making the same amount of money over and over again. Futures trading, again, is better for higher profits, for higher profit margins, but when you are leveraging money, the risk of liquidation is very high, and you do have to initially put in assets. So if you're someone that thinks, okay, I have $100, I want to trade $100 worth of crypto, you can make it, but you're not going to be able to leverage a lot of money off of $100. You can set your leverage to 125%, which is a high leverage, but with higher leverages, you're also going to have to put down a lot of money, and whatever money you put down, even if the trade goes slightly north of what you expected, your liquidation risk becomes really high. So just because you have the take profit stop loss option does not mean that you're not going to have any losses at all. Those take profit and stop loss options are only going to work at a certain indicated price. After that mark, or before that mark, you're going to have your loss, or you're going to have that profit. But when you do have that loss, a liquidation does come from any of the money that you've lost. And if you are using $100 and you had a 1% price drop, but the price drop was equivalent to $1,000, you are going to be making a larger loss than the perceived value that you might have. So you can see liquidation prices, cost, max, as well as the fee level, because every trade out there, whenever you put in a trade, you do have to account for fees. Keep in mind, you also have your margin mode, and you can also turn on single asset mode and multi-asset mode to trade across multiple margin assets, and P&L can be offset among the different margin asset positions. So that is how you can get started with trading crypto on Binance. If you guys did find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions or queries, you can leave those in the comments, and I would love to know anything and everything you guys have to say, if there's anything you would like to tell us or anything else you would like to know. But if you enjoyed this video, and if you want more videos out there, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day ahead, and don't forget to share this video. And if you're looking to make an extra few dollars, you can always get started with Binance's own affiliate or referral program, where you can invite your friends and become an affiliate to earn up to 50% commission. Not only that, if you refer a friend, you both earn $100. So whenever someone deposits $50, you get $100 in trading fee rebate. So this is a great opportunity if you are looking to get started. And I will see you guys in the next video.